the NHS should pick these guys up as therapists because no one's better at self-care. How's it going, Royals? I'm Myth, the Lalafell doing to hardcore players what Kathleen Kennedy did to Disney.
Put a chick in it and make it fucking gay.
It's okay, I'm bi, otherwise known as hetero-flexible. I can make that joke. And today I figured a return to form was in order. I've already decided upon my role heading into Dawntrail, but have you? No? Well, sit back and relax. Those little tootsies. Because in this new mini-series, I'm about to help you make that decision. You're welcome. I know what you're thinking. Tanking? Isn't that just babysitting angry monsters while helicopter parenting a party of mouth breathers? Okay, fuck, you got me there. But just like my self-love routine, I like to deliver at least 3 minutes, so like Kleenex just stuck with me. Tanking in Final Fantasy XIV isn't just about being a meat shield or taking hits like a champ, though that's definitely part of it. No, my friends, tanking is an art form, a chaotic ballet of aggro management, cooldown juggling, and figuring out how you can blame the healer for your next death. It currently comes in 4 different flavours, and I'll briefly go over each one, purely objectively. He says, sarcastically, teeing up the next part of the script in a comedy video. First, there's Paladin, the surefire way to let everyone know that your dad never told you he was proud of you. Ironclad and wishing a motherfucker would with a sword and board, you make up the holy warrior cliche with a rotation so jam-packed with bright lights it's like someone told you they had epilepsy and you took it fucking personally. I do, however, have to admit that despite my criticisms recently, I've actually begun to enjoy this job for what it is. When you stop the obvious comparisons by forgetting C still exists, much in the same way my ex-wife forgot the sanctity of our marriage, it's actually kind of fun. But if Days, Fault and Chill doesn't tickle your pickle, then perhaps you have issues. Anger issues, to be precise. Well, let me introduce Warrior. Warrior is a tank job that doesn't know it's a fucking tank job. You see, very little goes on between the ears of a Warrior main. Their entire job storyline is a fucking meme. The best defensive deals damage, and honestly, the NHS should pick these guys up as therapists because no one's better at self-care. Seriously, if you're a Warrior in roulette, you're essentially a vacation for any healer that queues with you. They have to pay you about as much attention as my mother paid me employing her cry out method. We're starting to understand why I am this way. Pretty sure that counts as emotional growth. Affirm me by hitting that subscribe button. And if you want, let me know how I can earn it in the comments. Speaking of emotional damage, if that's your kink, you may want to try Dark Knight. This weird cross between Berserker's guts and Jared Way is a popular choice among those who suffer every day in silence. Dark Knights are undoubtedly the edgiest job in the game. They take that title comfortably with their mid-combat vaping. No, seriously, they're aesthetic as all dark blood red particles, but I challenge you to unsee them as frontline vapors now that I've mentioned it. And if that's not your thing, you're probably saying, hey, medieval fantasy is cool. But you know what's even cooler? Guns and swords. Guns with swords. Imagine a warrior who wakes up one day and thinks, you know what this realm needs? More America, more democracy, more liberty.
Sweet liberty! No!
That's the Gunbreaker for you. A delightful mix of firepower and swordplay, with just the right amount of sass to keep things interesting. You'll stroll into the battlefield like you're auditioning for a John Wick movie, wielding a gunblade that's part fire and part I'm definitely compensating for something. And let's not forget their signature move, pulling the trigger and slashing with one swift motion, for those moments where fuck you simply isn't getting the point across. Either way, it's a more complete tanking job, though choosing it for Dawntrail will have you stuck between fans of the job as it is and the old school players hitting you with the old, back in my day we required 2 brains and 6 hands to play Dark Knight. So why play tank in Dawntrail? Well, it's the perfect role for the budding brats amongst you. It offers quick cues, makes you the centre of attention, and is largely the easiest role to perform in endgame content. Ooh, someone's gonna see that as bait. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Hit that subscribe button if you're equipped and ready to battle the people about to cry out my opinions in the comment section. And click this, because every time you do, you get one step closer to that Lala Fantasia you've always dreamed about.